Hi everyone, I hope you're all keeping safe and busy. Today I'm going to do a quick makeup tutorial for stage makeup. It can be for any female role really, whether that is a principal character like a principal boy and girl in a pantomime or a ensemble character in the background. Literally any female character. It's quick, it's easy. For beginners who have not done much makeup in the past. I've done this stage makeup ever since I was very young, so it's straightforward. So let's get started. You need to obviously put your hair out of your face, otherwise it will just get in the way. So we're going to start with a base, which is your foundation. I'm using the Revlon matte base in F1, which is probably the palest colour you can get because I'm very pale. It's quite important to do a base because the stage lights will wash you out if you're like me and you're very, very pale. It also just covers up any spots or anything that you don't want the audience to see or that will ruin your character. So we're just going to put this all over. I don't really wear foundation very often. I only wear it literally when I'm performing because I'm not a huge fan of foundation. But I've found this foundation is very, very good. It doesn't really feel like you're wearing foundation, which is nice for someone that doesn't like it. So you're just going to rub it in everywhere. Make sure it's nice and even. Make sure you go all the way around your chin as well, because you don't want the lines, because it just doesn't look very good. So you're going to go all the way around to your chin and make sure it blends in nicely. And all the way up to your hairline as well. And when you're happy with that, we're going to move on. Ooh. I don't know why the lighting keeps going funny, I'm sorry about that. It must be when I turn away. Concealer next, so this is going to go anywhere you want to conceal basically. So I always put under your eyes, just get rid of all these horrible bags, and anywhere else. I don't really have any spots or anything, so you don't need to cover much, but if you had a spot on your chin, you'd put some, well, I do have one there, but it's not too bad. And you're just going to take your brush again and dab it in. Concealer is better to use a sponge with, but I don't have one, so I'm going to work with the brush. Rub it in, or dab it in rather, as best as you can. Ow, just poke myself in the eye then. Okay, so next we are going to do some powder. I forgot to tell you what the concealer is that I used. It is the Rimmel London Lasting Radiance in soft beige. I haven't got my glasses on, so I'm struggling to read, but it's in soft beige. So now I'm going to take the Rimmel Stay Matte powder and take a powder brush. I'm just going to dab that on everywhere to set the base. You're probably going to need this again, so I wouldn't put it away, I would keep it safe. Okay, so next we are going to move on to I'm going to move on to eyes next, because I like to do the contour and blush last, because it's, I don't know, I just prefer it that way. I mean, you can do it now if you want, but I'm going to do it the way I do it, so I'm going to move on to eyes next. So eyes are a big thing for performing. The audience needs to see your eyes for your expressions and everything like that, so it is important to make sure your eyes pop. So what I normally do is a simple nudish colour eyeshadow with a bit of a shimmer and a strong thick black eyeliner with mascara. So we're going to get our eye primer and we're going to pop some of this on. Ready for the eyeshadow? So you're just going to pop that on your lid and up to your brow bone a little bit. And a bit on the other, ooh, that's a bit too much. Your other eye. Just rub that in. And what is this one? This is the Photo Focus Wet n Wild eye primer. It's pretty good. It does its job. So now we're going to move on to eyeshadow. So going to need some brushes, which I've got here. I'm going to be using 2 palettes because there's different colours in them, obviously. So to start with, we're going to go with the Conspiracy palette by Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, and that's what it looks like. It's very pretty. This is one of my favourites. I don't know how to do this because I normally put it down, but I need to show you the colours. So I'm going to go to start with Tanner Con, which is this colour here, and I'm going to put that all over my eyelid. I'm going to put it down while I do that. So just a simple eyeshadow brush, and it's going to go all over my eyelid. Can't really talk while I do this. I don't want to like poke myself in the eye or mess up. So just simple like that. I'm only going to do one eye and then I'm going to go off and do the other one and come back and show you the outcome, because otherwise this video is going to be very long and boring. So simple over all my eye. Then I'm going to take a thicker blending brush and I'm going to go with a bit of a darker colour. I'm going to go with the one next to Tanner Con, which is Diet Root Beer, and this is just going to go on the outer corner and up a little bit, just to pop your eyes out a little bit more. So I'm just going to blend that in, and down your crease as well. And with this look you can make it go out a bit more if you'd like, or if you've got a simple character like a Principal Girl where it's a bit more simple and delicate sort of thing, then you might want to just do a little bit like what I'm doing. Okay, and that's what that looks like. Then I'm going to go back over the top and I'm going to add in some of the shimmer, which is just a theory, which is just going to make the look, make your eyes pop a little bit more, because it's obviously shiny, shimmery. So I'm just going to take some of that and place it over the other colour. There we go, and there's the shimmer. Okay, so like I say, nice and simple, that's it for the eyeshadow. Now we are going to move on to the tricky part, which is the eyeliner. this might go wrong, but we'll soon find out. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay, what was it? Perversion, nice name. Liquid pen eyeliner. I always test it on my hand first because sometimes it's a little bit dry, but that's fine. So obviously you're gonna go across your eye and do a little bit of a flick, not too much of a flick. Just kicking the camera around now. Yeah, just across and a little bit of a flick. And I definitely can't talk while I'm doing this because I will poke myself. Okay, I hope you can see what I'm doing. I need to lean in closer for this because I can't see. So just nice and straight line. You don't want it too thick, but then you also don't want it too thin. Obviously, if it's too thin, nobody's gonna see. I have to close my eyes because otherwise it transfers. Obviously, you want it a bit thicker than usual because you're on a stage with bright lights and the audience isn't very close to you, so they won't really see properly. It needs to be more exaggerated, basically. So you've done your line. Now a little flick, which, let's see if I can do this in my first go. Okay, so a little flick. Obviously you can do it lower down, well, a bit lower or higher depending on your eye shape, but that's what I've done. Okay, so now I'm going to come off the camera, do my other eye, and then come back for the... Okay, I'm back and I've done my other eye. I don't think the wings are quite even, but it's fine. So now we're going to move on to mascara. I personally always use 2 mascaras because I don't like wearing false eyelashes. So 2 mascaras make your eyelashes a lot thicker and bigger. So if you do like wearing false eyelashes, then I would recommend using them. But I don't particularly like them and I can't put them on myself, so I use 2 lots of mascara. So the first one is very old. It's Maybelline. Yes, Maybelline False Lash Effect mascara. So we're just going to put 1 coat of this on. And the other eye. Did the camera go off again? And then the other eye. Sorry if the lighting keeps going funny. Not really sure how to fix that. It does keep going funny, doesn't it? It's because I need to get close to the mirror. And obviously you always pull a gorgeous face while you put mascara on, don't you? Then we're going to move on to, this is the same as my eyeliner, it's the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, which is a bit thicker of a wand, so we're going to put a nice thick coat of this on. And the other eye. you can keep adding it on until you're happy with the length and thickness. Okay, and obviously I've got a bit underneath, so I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and gently wipe that bit off, because otherwise you'll wipe all your foundation off. So you can go back on and fix the foundation though, so it's fine, don't worry. This always happens to me. Okay, so I'm just going to go back with concealer and just fix that little bit that I've just messed up. I'm just going to rub it on with my finger because it's a little bit easier. Let's move that light a bit because it keeps going funny. Okay, so fix that. So now we are going to do the rest of the face. So I'm going to do some contour. So I'm going to do the contour now. I'm going to be using the Barry M Chisel Cheek Contour, which looks like that, and a contour brush. I'm not the best at contouring, but I think I'm getting a bit better. So I'm just going to take a bit of the middle one, dab it on. And again, contour and blush are very important with stage makeup, because obviously with this I look very flat, very just plain, and with the stage lights shining it just washes you out, so you need blush and contour to make it pop. You need to exaggerate a little bit more as well, so put more on than you would in day-to-day wear sort of thing. So I'm just going to apply this, so you want to suck your cheeks in, and obviously I'm going to blend that, but I'm just going to apply it for now and then blend it in a minute. So obviously that's very just straight at the minute, but like I say, we will be blending it, and then I'm just going to put a bit around here and a tiny bit on the sides of my nose. Obviously at the moment it looks like I've been in dirt, but then you're going to go back with your powder brush and blend it in. Obviously it still looks quite sharp, but once the lights hit you it will blend in, plus I'm going to put some more powder on. So just going to take a little bit more and just dab that back on, especially under your eyes where you've just put the extra thingy. Right, and now we're going to do cheeks. So again, cheeks are very important, because you want to, especially with a female character like a principal girl who is a very delicate and cutesy sort of thing, so you want nice rosy cheeks. So I'm going to take my little brush, and I'm going to, I normally pick two, I'm going to go with this one to start with. And you want to smile for this to get the apples of your cheeks, so a bit more. And then you want to bring it up here a little bit. Again. And bring it up again. There we go. And now we're going to do some eyebrows. So I use the Urban Decay Brow Blade, which has two ends, a pen and a crayon type thing. So I always use the pen, and we're just going to fill in your eyebrows just to make them look a bit stronger. Because again, eyebrows are very important with expressions. So it's important that they are seen. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. So you can see the difference already. That is a lot more filled in. I'm just going to do the same to the other one. There we go. Because like I say, eyebrows are important. 'Cause shocked, sad. So, right. Now we are going to put some highlight on. Highlight is my favourite. When the lights hit your highlight, it looks really good. Highlight again more towards the female roles like principal girl, stuff like that, and ensemble roles, stuff like that. Principal boy, not so much, but you can if you want. For this, I'm going to jump into the Jawbreaker palette. Yes, this is an eyeshadow palette, but this shade just here, Jawbreaker, is the perfect highlighter shade. So I'm going to take highlighter brush. I'm just going to dab into this, get some on, and we're going to go up on the cheekbone. See, you can already see the shine, look at that. Beautiful. I'm going to do this side. Beautiful. And then we're going to do dab on the end of the nose. Bit on the chin and a little bit up there. There we go. And now we're on to the final stage, which is lips. So lips, again, very important because I'm going to put my glasses back on first because we're finished with the eyes. So lips are very important, obviously, because speaking, stuff like that, with how my lips are at the moment, not the easiest to see, especially if you're right at the back of the theatre. So my favourite, which you all know, bright red lips. So I'm going to get, and as well, you want one that's going to last. I wouldn't recommend wearing a normal lipstick because they wear off easily. If you're quickly having a drink backstage and then you're back on, you will find it's worn off a little bit. So I recommend getting a liquid lipstick that dries. Yes, your lips might feel a little bit dry, but it's going to stay on, especially if you're having a drink or something in between, or if you don't have time to keep reapplying. So I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star and Dawson lipstick in Are You Filming? Yes, I Am, which is a very bright, like fire truck red. So I'm going to apply this. See, look at that already. I already have quite big lips, so I don't need to exaggerate my lips, but I know some people that have like a smaller top lip or a smaller bottom lip do like to overdraw the lips and make them look a little bit bigger when they're playing roles. So there we go. So I'm going to sort my hair out, come back and show you the finished results.